Now right here, guys, we're gonna do the second part of our pop art. So you guys can see Snoopy's face right here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna kind of make the explosion happen in pop art. And we looked at Lichtenstein's stuff. We were able to see how he used words and colors to make things explode off the paper. So what I'm gonna do with Snoopy before I color it in is I'm gonna start with the explosion. I'm gonna do one triangle at the top of his head there, and I'm gonna do the other one coming way down here. Now every one of these triangles is gonna go to the middle of his head. So right now I want you to start doing that, and then I'm gonna go to this side, and this one is going off the paper. So what we're basically doing is blowing this up so it looks bigger than it is. And now I'll just fill in the other ones with a little triangle there, one right there, small one there, and I could do a real big one right here. But again, by rotating the paper, it all goes to the middle. Okay, so that's gonna be the first step of our explosion, and you're gonna think about your primary colors as you're doing that. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a different line pattern, and this one is just gonna be waves like this. And it's gonna cut off and go behind the triangles. And again, guys, rotate your paper so all the points are going to the same place. Hide it behind the triangles to give it a different layer, and that way it looks like it's starting from further down. Okay, so let's look at round 2 on this. All right, and the final one I'm gonna do is kind of that poofy cloud. And I'm gonna do one circle, okay, over each one of the little points we just did. And again, guys, make it go behind everything else. And so now we've created 3 layers on our pop art. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? And the more you move it around, okay, and the more it kind of blows off the paper, the bigger it's gonna look. But what we've kind of established here is Snoopy in the middle of this explosion. And then I'm gonna repeat this shape right here, not as many. And that's gonna be the final step of the pop art. Now I have not added any words to it, but I can do that later on. So if I want to come down here. So in a little bit, guys, we're gonna come back and we'll explore this. If you need help with any of your lines or images, just let me know. So for my one-day Wednesday and Friday class, it's more of a studio class where we present a bunch of different options. So we have some people using a canvas. We've got people using clay. Lydia, look up, smile. Smile with the eyes. So we're doing African masks, fillets. Do it for you. We have some people actually doing homework. But there you go. Now they're doing.
I'm getting good grades.
That's great
That's
timing.
what I'm focused on.
This is Hollis. He kind of does whatever he wants.
I like rats.
Let me see. Okay, good. I want to talk to you about the explosion, so come and bring that up to me in a second. Right. Okay, these guys are doing the pop art assignment. Awesome. Then we have some canvases over here. So you do want to show off your beautiful painting or not? Okay. And then we also have some of the kids doing wood burning. If you are working on a canvas or a wood burning, you do not have to watch this. What I'm going to do right now, though, is I'm going to put letters into our pop art, and we're going to use block letters on this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my paper. Okay, and back here, we're just going to basically do a pop art. It's going to be POW. And by rotating my paper, it actually looks like it's kind of exploding off as well. Now there's the P, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to overlap the P and the O, and I'm not going to put them on the same plane. And again, that gives the illusion that it's all over the place. So I got the P, the O, the W. I noticed someone did kapow. What are other ones you guys are using? Does anyone have another one? Water one, we can figure that out. Okay, so there's my POW, but now I'm going to switch up the way I do the letters. So I'm going to bring the cloud underneath here first. When we blow it up, it just makes the paper look a little bigger, or the artwork look a little bigger. So I'm going to start there. Then I'm going to do the same thing we did. I'm going to rotate it with the triangles. Is that making sense to everybody? Okay, if you have a question, you can bring it up, but we're just gonna start with that. Thanks, sir.
There are a few of our 3D projects.
Okay, so these are my brilliant soon-to-be middle schoolers. Everybody say hello. All right. Hey, here's what we're doing. The way, I gotta figure, I never know how to turn this thing around. How do I do it?
You can't turn it around.
So here's how we're gonna get into class today. Our artist of the week is who?
John Biggers.
Okay, you guys are gonna explain to me how you can create emotion using gestures and colors. Who wants to do it? What you got?
It's so.
Do you want to show on the board?
Yes.
Go ahead, show us examples. No, over here, where are you going? Oh my goodness, this kid. You got to show us examples of where they used color to create emotion.
So right here, I think it's anger because it's red. And over here, I think it's blue because it's sadness.
That's couldn't have done a better job. Does anyone want to explain it on Keith Haring? Does anyone want to show emotion and gesture through color? Rock and roll with the crutches. Let's go. We're going to give her a little extra time because it takes her forever. Or you can use your crutches to point. Go.
Do I point to the motion?
You show me where they use color to create emotion with Keith Haring.
Right here.
Well, that's John Biggers, so now we're going to go to Keith Haring.
Red with the X is probably angry.
Very good. Show me where color might show an emotion.
Right here.
And what emotion do you think red is?
Angry.
I like it. Does anyone have anything else they want to add to the discussion? Go ahead. No? Yes? No? Come on, bring it in. You're moving slower than the girl with crutches. Let's go.
Use more blues. And it kind of looks like it's raining.
And it does. What we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to finish up. This is going to be our final day to get our African artwork done. You are going to work with your oil pastels to finish off either the sunset or the backdrop, however you want to do it. It looks like a lot of you are using warm colors. But here's what the final thing we're going to do is. When you are done, you are going to get your image and we're going to outline the border. So whatever design you decide to do, whatever pattern, whether it's a zebra, I did a giraffe, you're going to take like the last few minutes of class and we're just going to outline our border to see how it pops up. Can you add color here if you want to? Yeah, for sure you can. If you want to use chalk pastels, go for it. It's a little messier. But what we're going to do today is we're going to finish up our border and we're going to finish up our oil pastels. There's paper towel on both sides so you can smear it. And remember, the pastels are really sticky. If you don't hold down your paper, what's going to happen? Rips in half. All right, does anyone have questions? Question, what do you got?
How am I supposed to outline this?
No, fill them in. Every other one, do whatever you want to do. Hold it up and look beautiful. Let's see. That's amazing. I'm going to go around and film, then we'll start doing this other stuff. Let me see. Corey, you did a really good job on that, dude.
You don't have to flatter me. I know it's terrible.
It's actually really good, but I want you to do this now. I want you to rub this part in, go get a paper towel and see what happens. Hey, whoever can tell me an interesting fact about John Biggers gets a, go ahead.
So John Biggers, his house was about the size of maybe your living room and your kitchen, and he had his parents and 12 brothers and sisters along with him.
Love it. And you got a great haircut. Anyone else want to share? their,
Well,
He said like 4 things. No, I didn't.
he stole them all.
Yeah, I stole them all, so I get 4 going things.
Gentlemen, let's see how we're doing here. These look amazing. Really good job.
Bad.
No, you did great. Turn around and see it. And I love all your different colors. You did a really good job on that, B. Proud of you, bud. Let's see how we're doing. Looking good. Okay, take a little more time to rub that in.
I know, it's literally.
Rowan is over here doing an amazing job with nothing. Where's your artwork?
He doesn't have any.
Come on, man. We got to straighten that kid out.
Look at it.
And I love your cow pattern. And I love that you gave your giraffe a top hat with mustache.
Amazing. So good.
Hi.
Oops, sorry about that.
I need